this week's Crime Stoppers report, police need help identifying a bank robber.
Kristen Flum has more with detectives who hope a little more exposure and a cash reward bring in the answers they're looking for.
It's been a little over 2 weeks since the robbery at this North Side bank, and Lexington police detectives still don't have the information they need to put a name with the face. But what they do know is that the man who robbed this PNC didn't make much of an effort to hide his face.
It doesn't appear that he made any attempt whatsoever to hide any of his facial features.
So you'd think circulating these photos would mean a quick arrest, but in the 2 weeks since, no luck.
So far, we haven't been able to make an identification.
Detective Kristen Klingshirn is asking you to take a closer look at the man in the white T-shirt who came into the bank October 1st carrying a blue backpack. Bank employees say he showed a note and implied he had a gun. It could be your neighbor, or you often see him certain places. Maybe he's a family member who recently came into a lot of money. Whatever his backstory, he seemed comfortable choosing not to hide his face.
You would think that he's not local, either that or desperation.
And if you need extra incentive to turn him in besides a cash reward, detectives say consider the fear and the tolls these kind of crimes take on their victims.
When you speak to some of the victims of these, especially gas stations and things like that, a lot of the times it's young, teenagers or people in their 20s that, most people, even older people, have never experienced something like this before in their lives. So it's got to be terrifying for them.
As a reminder, Crime Stoppers has upped the reward that you're eligible to receive if you give the information that leads to an arrest in this case. Crime Stoppers will now pay up to $1,500 for your anonymous information. In Lexington, Kristen Flum, Fox 56 News.
You can leave your information by calling the tip line at 253-2020 or by going online to p3tips.com.